Hello, are you thinking of moving to Europe? And did you know that you could actually move to one of Europe's best country without visa sponsorship, without a job offer, and even without IELTS? Yes, I am talking about Portugal. So in this video, I am going to show you exactly how you can move to Portugal for free. I'm going to show you the documents that you will need, and also I'm going to show you how you could actually secure a permanent residency in just 120 days. Now, Portugal has a visa called the Job Seekers Visa, and this visa allows you to move there first and you look for a job after you arrive. So that means that you don't need to wait around for companies to sponsor you. And the best part is that if all your documents are intact and they are ready, when you apply, you could actually be approved in as little as 15 days. Now, if you don't know much about Portugal, let me give you a little quick picture about this country, okay? It's actually a very beautiful European country and it's part of the Schengen area. So once you are living there legally, you can actually travel to the other 26 countries visa free. The countries that are under Schengen, you can actually go there visa free, okay? Now, the weather is also very, very, very amazing. The cost of living there is actually lower than, in fact, most of the European countries. And it's also one of the safest places to live in the world, okay? And don't worry about the language. The people there actually speak English, especially in cities like Lisbon and then Porto, okay? So it's a solid option for, living and working and even raising your family there. Some of you are sometimes concerned about how to raise kids in such countries. It's very, very safe to live and work there. They have amazing job opportunities there. So once you arrive, you can easily land yourself a visa, okay? Hi everyone, you're very much welcome to my channel. This is where I share very helpful tips when it comes to living, working and schooling abroad. I share very helpful tips about visa sponsorship opportunities, scholarship opportunities, job abroad opportunities, in fact many more. So whether you are dreaming of traveling to US, the UK, Canada, Australia, in fact anywhere else that you want to travel, you will actually find everything on this channel. So you want to join this community by subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any of the helpful tips that I put out here. And you also want to turn on your notification bell so that you're the first person to be notified anytime I upload a video, okay? And you also want to like this video for me as your way of support to the channel, because it really, really helps a lot. And also share it to anyone that you think this video will actually help. Now, I don't want to waste much of your time, so let's go straight into it and let me show you how Portugal's job seeker visa works, okay? But before we go into details, I want to give a few shout outs to some of my subscribers. So I'm going to read some of the messages here. And this one is coming from H. Curry. She said, single mom in a bad spot. I'm so thankful for you. Thank you. Wow. This one is from Adeninka Blessan. And he says, my first time here, and honestly, you are doing a great job. Well done and keep the good work up. Wow. But I get so inspired when I hear some of these inspiration, and I'm just so happy to know that people are actually finding the information that I put out here very, very useful and helpful. And I'm going to read this last one. It's from Patricia Class. She said, hi Tilly, thanks for the website. I am definitely going to apply. Thank you all so much for your wonderful messages. In fact, I see all your messages that you send, and I'm just so happy to know that I am helping you out there. And like I always say, I have been on this route, of living, working and schooling abroad. By the grace of God, I've been to few countries, so I understand what it means to be out there and look for opportunities in the diaspora. So I'm passionate about also helping you, okay? And if it's your first time here, I want to hear from you. I would especially want to welcome you to the channel. So just type in the comment section that you are new here. And also let me know which country you are watching me from. It actually helps me to know the type of information to bring to you, okay? So do well to drop your comments. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section as well. Now let's get straight into the details for today's video. Now let's break down how the Portugal job seeker visa actually works. Now this visa gives you 120 days, that's about 4 months, to look for a job, okay? And if you need more time, you can actually extend it to 60 more days. And once you get a job, you can actually apply for the resident permit right away in Portugal. you don't need to travel back to your country. Okay, so don't wait and say that I have not gotten any company to sponsor me and you are there. Look out for this visa and apply for it. If you are interested, I'm going to show you how you can actually apply. So now let's go into the website and you see for yourself what this visa route is all about. Okay guys, so this is the website, the official Portuguese government, that tells you everything you need to know about the job seeker visa. So I want us to do a bit of reading so that you can get to know about it yourself. Now, as you can see, it says job seeker visa. Then when you scroll down, let's do a bit of reading. It says the job seeker visa entitles its holder to enter and remain only in Portugal for the purpose of looking for job, authorizes him or her to carry out a subordinated work activity until the visa expires or until the resident permit is granted. This visa is granted for a period of 120 days, renewable for another 60 days, and allows only one entry into Portugal. The issuance of this visa supposes the attribution of a date of scheduling in the competent services within the period of validity of 120 days of the visa, and it allows the applicant, after the formalization of the employment contract, throughout that period, the right to apply for a resident permit. To do so, you must fulfill the general condition for granting a temporary resident permit under the term Article 77 of the law. The request for a visa extension by a job seeker visa holder must be accompanied by proof of registration with the IEPFP and a declaration by the application indication that the condition of the planned stay are maintained, which will be assessed considering the reason that justifies its issuance. So I'll be explaining to you this IEPFP very soon, but I just want you to see for yourself, so you can actually visit this website and read for yourself. Okay, so if you want to apply, all you have to do, I'm going to give you a few steps. First of all, you need to fill out the expression of interest form. Okay, this is a very quick online form that lets Portugal actually know that you are serious about finding a job there. I'm going to leave the link in the description section for you where you can get this form to fill. And then also you will need to gather your documents. So if you are asking what type of documents that you will need, first of all, you will need a valid passport, okay, at least 3 months beyond your visa date. So, and then you also need a visa application form, from the embassy or a VFS Global. And then you also need 2 recent passport size photographs. Okay, you will need a short motivation letter explaining why you want to work in Portugal, and then you also need a proof of funds. That's around 2,600 euros or more. Okay, description section for you where you can get this form to fill. That's something to prove that you have enough funds for yourself whilst you are in the country. And then you also need a proof of accommodation. That's your hotel booking, Airbnb, or a host letter. And I shared in one of my videos when I went to Germany. Germany also have a similar visa, which I've made a video about it. There was one guy I met in my hotel who actually went there to go and look for a job, and he was staying in the hotel. So you can also do the same thing, go to Portugal and then you start looking for a job. Okay, you also need a round trip flight reservation. So you need to book your flight. You will need a health insurance with a coverage of at least 30,000 euro. You also need a police clearance certificate, and then you need your CV or certificate or your degrees. Okay, and then you also need a declaration form. Okay, after you fill the online form and then you gather your documents, the third step is to book your visa appointment. Okay, so once your documents are ready, you schedule an appointment at the Portuguese embassy or the VFS Global in your country. If you don't know, just find out where you can find the VF Global in your country. And some actually allow online booking, so you check your local embassy website to see if you can book it online. And then the fourth step after this is that you have to wait for your visa. Okay, so after you submit your document, your visa could actually be approved in 15 days, like I said. And although it might take up to 60 to 90 days, sometimes it actually depends on where you are applying from. And then you also receive a single entry visa that lets you enter Portugal. It's so simple. Okay, So don't worry your head about looking for an employer once you're in the country before you travel. Take a bold step. If you have the means, go to Portugal and go and look for a job and get your permanent residency. The fifth step after this is that you arrive in Portugal and you start your job search. Once you land into the country, you head over to the IEPF job center and then you register. Okay, they might even help you with job leads once you go there. And if you get a job before your visa expires, you can apply for a long-term residency right there. Okay, it's so exciting because how many countries allows you to get resident permit in 120 days? Once you get a job, you can settle easy. Okay, now maybe you are asking the kind of job that you can actually apply for. Portugal has a lot of jobs that you can explore. They have tech and IT roles, okay, and this particular industry is growing so fast. They have the hospitality and tourism, that is hotels, restaurants, travel companies, so you can actually explore, find job within these sectors. They also have customer service, especially in call centers. So if you are good in that area, you can explore once you get there. They also have caregiving or nursing. So if you are good with care or you are a nurse, you can also give it a chance. They also have delivery and logistics, and then they have construction or cleaning jobs. But before you apply, please double check the documents because missing information can actually delay your visa. So take your time and fill the forms and make sure that all your information are accurate. And then also, if you can learn a bit of Portuguese, it really helps and actually increases your chances. But don't worry, if you cannot speak it, it's not a barrier. You can still go ahead and apply. And then also I encourage you to apply early in the year because the processing time is usually faster and more jobs are available around that period. So if you can apply early in the year, it really helps. That does not mean that you can't apply anytime. I'm just saying that try and apply early in the year. Okay, now I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, that is Glamiski. Now if you are into stylish accessories, you know, like you like bracelets, you like earrings, you like rings, you like necklaces, you like, you know, fashion, then right now Glamiski is giving 80% discount, you know, to all my subscribers and all my followers using the link in my description section or in my bio. So check it out after this video and get a beautiful set for yourself or your loved one. You can pick any 4 piece of lovely jewelries and enjoy 80% discount. And don't worry, when you visit the site you see the prices, but once you're checking out they are going to slash it off and you virtually just pay for the shipping. Pay 20% of it, which is just to cover the shipping fee. Okay, and if you have been applying to jobs and you haven't heard back, I always like to encourage you not to give up. Okay, I know that it can feel very frustrating, but I know that every application is also a step towards something, because sometimes the answer takes time, but it doesn't mean that it's not coming. So be patient, keep applying and don't give up. Okay, stay focused, you know, stay hopeful and also keep moving forward because Portugal could be the first start you have been waiting for. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like this video as your way of support. Comment, drop any question that you may have, and also subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the helpful information that I share here. Every week I share very helpful information that will help you. Let me know where you are watching from in the comment section, and also would you ever consider moving to Portugal? Take care and I'll see you in the next one.